Hello, friends. Why I do not like the superhero movies that are coming out of Marvel and DC recently. Now, we know that Marvel and DC they are both very successful franchises. They are making very successful movies, but I have started to dislike these movies, the recent movies and the ones that are about to come out. I'm not so excited about these movies. That is because the first reason is there's too many superheroes made by these Marvel and DC. Right from 2008 to the present day, there's been a lot of superhero movies made by these and made by them, and I don't think we need any more superhero movies, because it's we have enough superheroes right now to make a good movie or movies, and we don't need any more of these new superheroes. They're still making new superhero movies, standalone movies, as well as crossover movies, and it's becoming cluttered with so many superheroes, and I just can't keep track of all the superhero movies coming out. For example, like the in the last Avengers movie which came out, I couldn't even recognize half of the superheroes shown in that. So I think they need to stop making new introducing new superhero characters into these cinematic universes and stick on with whatever they have. And this applies to both Marvel and DC. DC is also coming up with new characters, new superheroes, and I don't think that's a good sign. It's getting too cluttered with so many superheroes, which I personally don't like. And in the case of DC, they are even remaking a Batman movie, which I don't know why they are doing that, because we already have a Batman in that cinematic universe and they're remaking that with another actor. And I don't know why they are doing that. And the second reason is these movies they all follow a formula in them. They all have a formula for them. That is, they are not too serious or too gloomy or dark in any way, but at the same time they try to put in some comedy or elements in them. They're like formulaic movies. They're like the masala movies coming in India. It follows a formula, and we can always say when a set of new superheroes are introduced, after that they will have a movie in which all these superheroes will come together, just like the Avengers movie. Avengers is always like the culmination point of all the phases. After phase 1, we had the first Avenger, and then after phase 2, we had the second Avenger, and then now it's the phase 4 or 5, I think. And they are not going away from this formula. I'm sure this formula is very successful, but for me, it's started to fail from 2015. That is from the phase 3. I started losing interest in them because it was predictable. It was getting predictable. I could predict what was the kind of movie they would be making and the kind of tone the movie would be having and what would happen after a few years. They'll make another Avengers movie and bring together all these new superheroes. It was more or less predictable. So that's why I started getting less and less interested in these movies. But still, it's very a successful formula for these movies. They are making tons of money with these movies, and they do have a lot of fans, and they're trying to make more fans in all over the world. Their Marvel is making a Chinese superhero movie just so that they can get more fans from that region. And I don't think it's a very nice thing. We're not getting anything new out of this thing. It's getting more predictable. So what do you all think of these movies? Do you think they are good, or do you think they are getting formulaic and they're getting stale? Comment below.